to the conclusion of Week 3 of the Ssbl. We've got the Cyclones and the Wildcats, and then the Overdrafts and the Vikings to close out week number 3 of Season 9 here. Anti-Jar on the mound, and Bean Machine to lead things off. 1-2 the count. That one's low, 2-2. And strike 3 called. Bean Machine sits down, which brings up Tyrese Rose. Oh, and 2 to Rose. Swing and a miss. 2 Ks to start off the game. Here's Jet County. By my own recollection, County not having a fantastic start to the season. The permanent Cyclone extending his tenure, but pops this one into left for Joshua Durr, and he makes the catch, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. Bashmore and Durr will come up here. Win Morello on the mound for the Cyclones. Swing and a miss. Morello starts off with a strike of her own. One away here is Jackson Moore the fourth. Swings through that one, 0-2. And swings through that one. Equal starts here for both starting pitchers. Starting things off with 2 strikeouts. And Morello actually gets the 3rd strikeout on a drop 3rd strike. Thrown down to first. Zeros up in the first inning. Will go top 2. Woods, Yoshida, and Kelly do it for the Cyclones. Swing and miss there. 0-2 to Woods. Lays off that pitch just inside. Oh, but that one finds the zone. Make it 3 Ks now for Jar. Brings up Kazuto Yoshida. It's hit foul. The best contact we've seen so far. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Mojo already up for Jar. And that brings up Doug Kelly. 0-2 to Kelly. And a swing and a miss. Jar strikes out the side this time. 5 Ks for her already. And we're going to the bottom of the second. Bash Sluggington to lead things off. Hit to Timber Woods. Makes the catch for number 1. And here is Bobby Jimbo. That one's so a tough dive by Rose. He keeps it in the infield. But we have our first hit of the game. Bobby Jimbo with the infield single. It's a runner board now for Henry Longshanks. Oh, but the runner is going to get caught in a rundown. Morello with a nice pickoff move. And 2 away now. This one's popped up. Foul territory. And it's going to stay in play for Lames, and he makes the catch for round number 3. So the infield single gets erased, and nothing doing. We'll go to the top of the third, still 0-0. 7, 8, and 9. Mitchell O'Brien due up. And Jar 5 of 6 outs so far, recorded via the strikeout. A grounded to Elena Love, deep in the hole. She makes the diving stop, but can't get the throw off in time, and the Cyclones are aboard for the first time today. Infield single for O'Brien, which now brings Jabron Lames to the plate. He's behind 0-2. Swing and a miss. Six Ks now for Jar. Here's Chungus Among Us. One and two to Among Us. Swing and a miss. Oh man, we had the strikeout record set last week with Floston. Was it 13 strikeouts? Auntie Jar is already halfway there. Back to Bean Machine, 2-2. And that's right to Sluggington. He steps on the bag for out number 3. We'll go bottom of the third. Milan, Love, and Someday do up. This one up the middle, out of the range of Woods at short. That'll be a leadoff single. And that's another base hit, so 2 aboard here for the Wildcats. They've got something cooking here. It was 14 strikeouts actually for Floston, so. But regardless, she is halfway there, and that is a Dragon special. Puts 2 away, but runner at third, and here is Sandy Bash trying to break this scoreless tie. Wow, just 23 pitches so far for Morello here with 2 outs in the third. That's right to short. Timberwood scoops it, throws to the first in time for out number 3, and it remains 0-0 going into the top of the fourth. Rose, County, and Woods all due up. And there's number 8. As she strikes out the first batter she faces in the top of the fourth. That's inside. 1-2 to Jet County now. Doesn't chase the ball in the dirt. This one's popped up into right. And it will be Bobby Jimbo making the catch for round number 2. We come to Timber Woods for the second time, and he falls behind 0-2. One's fouled off. And that's hit to Bash. She gets it over to Sluggington in time for a 1-2-3 inning. And we'll go bottom fourth. Jackson Moore the fourth. Joshua Durr and Bash Sluggington all due up. And Morello locked in. Full of threes. 3 innings pitched, 3 hits given up, and 3 strikeouts so far. 1-2 count to Moore. And that's strikeout number 4. One away now, Joshua Durr. Popped up left field. Right down the line, actually in foul territory is Lames for out number 2. And here's Bash Sluggington. Backs him off the plate with, I believe, the forkball. Swings through the next pitch. 1-1. That finds his own 1-2. Grounded to County. He'll take it himself. Round number 3, a pitching duel here so far through 4. Nothing to speak of offensively except for a handful of base hits. And we'll go to the top of the 5th. Yoshida to lead things off. Anti-Jar at 8 Ks through 4. Only has allowed an infield hit to the Cyclones. Hard hit ball, but Sluggington fields it nicely for round number 1. He's up the big bat of Doug Kelly. That one's fouled back. That one's shot foul. 0-2 to Kelly. Oh, that one's hit into the gap, though. And that one is going to get down and bounce off the wall. Kelly's headed for second. Jimbo's up with it. And Kelly will stay at second with the game's first extra base hit. And here's the man with the only other hit of the game for the Cyclones. And now has a runner in scoring position. And that's a floater up the middle. It's over the head. And it's going to bring the runner home. The throw to the plate is not in time. And the Cyclones strike first. A floater over the head of, I believe, Elena Love at second. If I remember the Wildcats fielders correctly. No, Sandy Bash at second. Elena Love's the shortstop. Just over Bash's head and allows Kelly to score from second. And O'Brien takes second on the throw for home. And that one gets by Sandy Bash. Or someday. I'm on fire. And now the runner's at third here for Jabron Lames. Hard hit ball. But fielded. Oh, but the runner stayed. So I guess a good job by Sluggington, at least eyeing the runner back to third there. And Chungus Among Us now up. That runner's still at third and 2 outs, and he's behind 0-2. Jar still locked in, though. That's a grounder to Bash, and she gets to Sluggington cleanly for out number 3. But the Cyclones strike first, 1-0 as we enter the bottom of the 5th. And Morello entering the 5th, just 38 pitches. Oh, a hard hit ball. Tough fielding there by Rose. It bounces off his glove and eats him up. That will probably go down as an error. And let's see if the Wildcats can capitalize off of that. Lots of speed at the runner at first now. And he's going. Hit and run was called, but it's fouled off. There he goes again. The throw from Machine, not in time. Close play. Honestly thought they had nabbed him. And now the Wildcats with the runner in scoring position. Oh my. Hard hit ball, but pretty well foul. Oh, and strike 3 called. Another strikeout for Morello. She's up to 5. Trying to get out of this jam, maintain the lead for the Cyclones. They're looking for their first win on the season. Wildcats sitting at 1-1 on the season. That one is foul. As is that one. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Morello, 2 away. Huge Ks here. Has to get put into play for Elena Love. And it's a 1-2 count. That's going to be up the middle. That's going to get down to the center. Runner's going to round third, head for home. The throw from among us in center's cut off by County. Wasn't going to be close, and the game is tied. So the error does come round to score, and the Wildcats tie the game up at 1 apiece. The runner's going again, and a bad throw from Machine. Runner is easily into second, and now the go-ahead run is in scoring position for a tense someday. Tough break there for Morello. Almost got out of it, but couldn't quite. And she does strike out Day. Ends up striking out the side, technically. But we'll go to the top of the 6th. 1-1. Just as things change, they stay the same. Being Machine to lead things off. Fouls that one off, and it's 2-2. Swing and a miss. 9 Ks now for Jar. And here is Rose. The difference in the game right now is muffed play at third, allowing the runner to eventually score. Swing and a miss. He goes down. Make it double-digit Ks for Jar now. That brings up Jet County. Ooh, hard hit ball, but foul. Another one foul. That one's going to be through the 5-6 hole. And County will be aboard with a 2-out single. And Jar will get pulled in favor of Tiberius R. Sirius. Swing and a miss, and Sirius sends us to the bottom of the 6th. Top of the order, do it for the Wildcats. Lots of Ks there. 4 Ks, 0 for 6 combined today from the top of the Wildcats order. Up the middle, fielded by Woods. The throw is in time for out number 1. Chopper back to the mound, and Morello fields it cleanly for out number 2. And that brings up Joshua Durr. And he pops it up into right field. Cyclones convene, but it's Yoshida who will make the catch for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 7th, still 1-1 here. 5, 6, 7 do it for the Cyclones. And that's going to be a leadoff single. So the go-ahead run aboard for the Cyclones here. And here's the dangerous bat at Doug Kelly. He scored the only run so far for the Cyclones. Runner is going. The throw is in time. A huge caught stealing there by Someday, not allowing the runner to get the free base. But they do give up a free base with the walk of Kelly. And here's O'Brien. 2 for 2 today, a double and a single so far. This one's a slow roller. Bash fields it, flips it to Sluggington. Only play that could be made there, as Kelly will advance to second here for Jabron Lames now. So in scoring position, a chance to retake the lead, and it looks like they'll walk Lames intentionally with Among Us on deck. And that is a very wise thing to do. And Among Us will get pulled in favor of Hugh George III. So the Wildcats show their hand, and then the Cyclones show theirs. 2 on, 2 out here. Big at bat here. 2-1 the count. The pressure is all the way up here. Oh, that one finds his own 2-2, and K-Man active on Sirius. Swing and a miss! It pays off for the Wildcats as they strand the 2 runners, and will go to the bottom of the 7th, still tied at 1. George takes over in left, and Lames goes over to center. High fly ball into center. And there Lames will be for round number 1. One and 2 the count to Jimbo. That one just misses. That one, oh, diving attempts there by Kelly, but it's out of his, Doug Kelly. But just out of his reach. And a runner will be aboard now. No, Jet County. Runner's going, the throw is not in time. Man, Bean Machine looks to be tense now, so that arm, not his full capability. Oh, but Gwen Morello getting the strikeout. She has been fantastic tonight here against the Wildcats. 8 strikeouts through 6 2/3. But again, in a bit of a pickle, 2 outs, and the go-ahead run in scoring position here for the Wildcats. AC Milan to the plate, 1 for 2 today. It's a 1-1 count. Pitch count starting to climb here for Morello, up to 83 now. Swing and miss there, 2-2. Grounder, Yoshida covers it nicely, throws to the first in time for round number 3, and will go to the top of the 8th. A very copy and paste scoreboard. 1 run and 5 hits for each team. The difference in the game literally is the error by Tyrese Rose. Let's see if Bean Machine can contribute. Bean Machine having a very similar start to Season 9 than he did Season 8. Didn't really do much to the start of last season, and he strikes out swinging there. Just not seeing the ball well. He came on late last season for the Cyclones, but just overall not performing for what his stats are. 1 away now, and here is the aforementioned Tyrese Rose. Behind 0-2, 0 for 3 intense, and make it 0 for 4 as Sirius K's him up there. And here is Jet County. And County rips one up the middle. 2 out single for him, puts him aboard. Knocks down Sirius. Brings up Timber Woods. Old man Woods, he's tense and doesn't have that much stats left in him anyways. They'll bring in Sebastian Angelo for the plate appearance. Swing and miss there, 1-1 the count. Oh, moonshot into center, and that's going to die in front of the track. Longshanks is there for round number 3. If we were in Bengata, that might have been a bit more interesting, but kind of got gobbled up there. Bottom of the 8th. Oh dear. Daydream Fever comes in. Not a great defensive anything anymore. 76 speed, 9 fielding, and 28 arm. I'm more than willing to bet that plays a factor, but you have to hit the ball in play for it to be a factor, as Morello rings up her 9th K. Someday 0 for 2. And that one's up the middle. Someday we'll have her first base hit of the game. That will reset the lineup, and Morello will get pulled in favor of Noriaru. He closes his eyes and lets it go, and that's up the middle. 2 aboard now for the Wildcats in the bottom of the 8th. Go-ahead run in scoring position now. Jackson Moore, the 4th up. 0 for 3 intense. And that one's deep into right. Back it goes. Doesn't have enough. At the wall, and it's gone! Jackson Moore, the 4th, puts it over the wall, and the Wildcats now take the lead 4-1. Poor Gwen Morello. Can't have anything nice. And that's a bomber special. Two and 2 to Sluggington. Swing and a miss. Aru gets him there. Brings up Jimbo. That's inside. 3-0 to Jimbo. That's into the stands. Full count. Runner will go. And it's hit right to Yoshida in time for out number 3. And so last 3 outs now for the Cyclones. They need 3 to extend this one. 5, 6, and 7 due up here. Yoshida already behind 0-2 to the K-Man Sirius, who's racked up 4 here in relief. Anti-Jar. Slow grounder to Sluggington. He'll field it himself for round number 1. That's... Oh, Elena Love with the suck glove. Doesn't get the throw off in time, but what an amazing play there by Love to even just keep that one in the infield. My goodness, she came out of nowhere. Gorgug Thistle Sprig to get the last 2 outs here. One of them there. And Jabron Lames, the last hope for the Cyclones in this one. 1-1 to Lames. That's grounded to Milan, and that will do it. Wildcats survive a bit of a scare. Win it from the go-ahead 3-run shot by Hugh George III in the bottom of the 8th. Win it 4-1. And get some help from some poor defense from the Cyclones. A lot of strikeouts in this one. Combined 24 strikeouts between these two teams. 7 hits for the Cyclones, most of them in pairs, County, Kelly, and O'Brien. 9 hits from the Wildcats, pairs from Jimbo and Love. The rest pretty much spread throughout. Jackson Moore probably goes down as your MVP with that 3-run shot. Tough loss goes to Morello. 1 earned run through 7 1/3, 9 strikeouts. She pitched her heart out. And then, the loss won't even go to Aru. That's not even fair. Win goes to Sirius for the Wildcats, 2 2/3. No earned, 3 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Save goes to Thistle Sprig. And your MVPs will be Morello, Antijar, and Jackson Moore the 4th. Well, don't go anywhere. We're going to have Overdrafts and Vikings cut up right after this. You're watching the Ssbl pre-recorded on Twitch or YouTube. And here we are, going to game number 2, Vikings and Overdrafts. We have Bruce Hot Mike on the mound for the Vikings. Piston Omen to lead things off for the Overdrafts here. Back to the mound, Hot Mike fields it cleanly to short stacks, 1 away. That one's foul. Fouled back, 3-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Hot Mike gets a strikeout there. Brings up Buzz Yellow. One and 2 to Buzz Yellow. And that will be a walk. Patience there shown by Buzz. Overdrafts coming off a 6-0 victory over the Walkers last week, as the Vikings are trying to bounce back from a 5-4 loss to the Liberty. Shiru Miya gets rung up there and will go to the bottom of the first. And we'll see the Ssbl debut of Karaoke, the 8th overall pick in the draft, I believe, if I can find draft pick sheet. 2-2 here to Evangeline short stacks. Into center field. Tracking back is Yellow at the track, pretty much. He makes the catch for round number 2. Okay, all this effort to tell you, Oki was taken 9th overall. Pretty solid young pitcher. Right-handed specialist. Two away, gave up a walk there. Liam Freishak to the plate. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Outruns full. This one's grounded to first. Amia steps on the bag himself for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the second. Brecken York, Lester PJ, and Nico Baca do up for the overdrafts. You know, the overdraft sold off a lot of pieces for some of these higher draft picks, but the team isn't as barren as I thought it was going to be for a team that sold off as much as it did. That's hit hard into right. That one is back. Is it deep enough? It's off the wall, and Gilmore can't field it. He finally throws it in, but it's going to be a leadoff double for the overdrafts. Place where they're hurting the most is definitely pitching. I think they sold off at least Dice K and Liam Boss as he strikes out there, one away. D. Belford, so that's at least 3. Obaka at the plate, 1-2 the count. Hit hard, but Freishak with the nice snag there. Round number 2, and here's Chippy Hitchsocks. One and two the count. Lays off it, 2-2. Grounded to first. Short stacks there. Makes the step on to first. Round number 3. So leadoff double comes to nothing. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. Williams, po' boy. I didn't catch the last one. It's back up the middle. Oki couldn't quite field it, so it's a leadoff single. It's a po' boy. Oki will have her specialist activated here. That's another one up the middle, so 2 aboard here for the Vikings early. Blue Maine Coon is the man I was missing. Oh my. Hit hard, but foul. This is the best the Vikings have for a DH. I guess the specialist takes quite a bit away, but anyway, 1 down now. Happy Gilmore to the plate. Grounded to Mia. Mia flips to Ducato. Ducato back to Oki for the Dragon Special. First two runners reach, but Oki able to get out of it and will go to the top of the third, still scoreless. And here is the longtime veteran of the overdrafts, Katerina Ducato. She grounds this one to Williams to short stacks in time for out number 1. Back to the top of the order. Here comes Piston Omen again. Hot Mike moves to locked in here. Omen puts a charge in this one deep into left, but it's just gonna fall foul. Well, I say just. Ends up falling foul by good 4 or 5 feet. Another one grounded right to Williams. Easy out number 2. You stay ahead 2-0. Swings through that one, 2-1. And guess what? Grounded to Amir Williams. Right to short stacks. 3 6-3 putouts there in the top of the third. And we'll go bottom half. Miyuki, Reed, and short stacks do up for the Vikings. And that's caught by York for out number 1. Oh, a nice snag by Mia. Round number 2. Popped up into shallow center, and Yellow makes the catch there. Round number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 4th. Boom, Sky. Words. Caught by Spencer Reed for out number 1. That's a 4-pitch walk given up to Mia. So runner aboard now for Brecken York. That deep double missed a home run by probably a foot or 2. But was left stranded there. 2-1 the count. Ooh, the pitch count on Bruce Hot Mike, 68 here. Rounded to, oh, but flipped to Reed in time for out number 1. Short stacks kind of fumbled it, but was able to flip it to Reed in time for out number 2. Runner advances to second now for Lester PJ. Into left and caught by Po Boy for out number 3. Close play there, but Po Boy closed in on it, and we go to the bottom of the 4th, still scoreless. This one deep into right. This one looks like a lot better. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Now wait a minute. That looked like it bounced off the yellow. What is happening? This game is trying to get me. There's no yellow over there. No doubt about that one. Liam Freishak puts it out of reach, and it's 2-0 Vikings. This game is going to make me lose my mind. Oki gets a strikeout there, one away. Now that's up the middle for a base hit. Vikings getting into Oki a bit here. One on, one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Vikings now leading 2-0. With Blue Maine Coon to the plate. And that's a strikeout there. Oki getting another K. She's up to 3. Facing off against Happy Gilmore now. Popped up, third base side, and caught by Hitch Sox. Round number 3. And the Vikings take the 2-0 lead off the 2-run shot by Liam Freishak. We'll go to the top of the 5th now. That one is fair. Hops over the bag and rolls into left. And Po Boy struggles with it, but finally finds the handle. Nico Baca has herself a leadoff double. Let's see if the Overdrafts can cash this one in this time. It's Hot Mike locked in. 74 pitches, though, here starting the top of the 5th. Quite a bit elevated there. This one is popped up, but we'll get out of play. 1-2 the count to Hitch Sox, and another one fouled off. This one is going to get through the right side of the infield. Runner's going to round third, head for home. The throw from Gilmore not going to be in time, and the Overdrafts on the board make it a 2-1 game. RBI single for Hitch Sox. That chases Hot Mike out of the game, and here comes Tammy John. Nobody out. Here's Katarina Ducateau. Swing and a miss. Cateau goes down. One and two to Piston Omen. Checks his swing there, 2-2. Oh, strike 3 call in the zone. Route number 2, and here's Mookie Astaire now. Oh, and strike 3 called again. Tammy John freezes the batters and sends us to the bottom of the 5th, 2-1. 9-1-2 up for the Vikings. Okie staying in to start the bottom of the 5th here. It is facing off here against the lefty Miyuki. but gets the strikeout, one away. That one's grounded to Amia. He'll take it himself, round number 2. And here's Evangeline Schwartzstacks, 0 for 2 today. Once again hit by the specialist bug. One and one. Just misses there, 2 and 1. And Oki misses there, and Shortstacks will be aboard now for Ron Kennings Jr. Both, well. Oh, Amia snags that one. Absolute rocket shot to the first baseman. And we'll go to the top of the 6th. John back on the mound here, facing off against Buzz Yellow. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2. 2 and 2. Full count. And Buzz Yellow shows some patience once again and draws a walk. Oh, but Amia goes down swinging, 1 away. Brings up Brecken York, 1 for 2 today, double. That one's fouled off. Up the middle, out of the reach of Spencer Reed, into a board here for the overdrafts. And that will bring up Lester PJ. Two and 2 the count to PJ. Full count. One fouled off. Borderline pitch. Good foul off there. Trying to get a better one. That one's hit. Oh, Spencer Reed with the diving stop. Throw to first in time for round number 2. Great play there defensively by Reed. I thought that one was going to get through. But keeps in the infield, gets the second out. Both runners advance into scoring position, though, for Nico Botka, but grounds that one right to Shortstack. She takes it herself for round number 3, and the side is retired. John gets out of the inning with the lead intact, and will go bottom of the 6th. Fryshack Williams and Po Boy do up. Missile into deep center field. Back it goes off the wall and straightaway center field here in Sakura. No, Shaka. Yeah, Shaka. Sakura is the Japanese one. Leadoff double here for the Vikings brings up Amir Williams. Swing and miss, 2 and 2 now. Strike 3 called. Leave the board said 6 Ks for Oki so far tonight. Rounded to Kato. Easy play for her to Amia, 2 away. The runner does advance 90 feet. Here comes Blue Maine Coon. Up the middle off the glove of Oki. A slow roller now to Gukato. The throw is in time, though, for out number 3, and the run does not score. Remains 2-1, going to the top of the 7th. 8, 9, and 1 do it for the overdrafts here. Hitch Sox gets pulled in favor of James Sly. We'll have contact versus righties active. Amy John locked in here. 2 innings pitched in relief. Hitting a walk, giving up 4 strikeouts. With a 2-2 count now. Fouled off. We'll do it again. And again. And again. This one's hit into right. Tracking back. We're going to do this again. It's caught by Gilmore in front of the wall for out number 1. That one just kind of hung up there. Oh no, Tammy John! Wait, was she not injured? Did the game just glitch on us? She was locked in and she didn't have that high of a pitch count. Well, I don't know what just happened, but we're going to the bottom of the 7th now. Maybe I just wasn't aware of her pitch count or something. Okay, to start off the 7th here. It's a grounder to Sly now at first for out number 1. It's just that she was all in like deep flashing red in that pullout screen. And like, you know, maybe like I didn't remember like any of her pitches being like just in a 1 red situation. And so like that would just almost feel like it would indicate injury, but maybe I just missed it. I'm gonna have to check after the stream or after the recording's done. Like, I mean, I can't do anything about it. The game didn't give us an injury designation, so there's nothing to do. It's just weird. But again, I could have just missed something, I guess. Dee Belford now in the game. Tip of the cap to karaoke. Admiral job in her career debut in the Ssbl. Diving stop there by Mia now at 3rd. Nice play. And the side is retired. We'll go to the top of the 8th. Still 2-1 here. But Oki goes 6 2/3. We'll get up the 2 earned runs off that 1 2-run shot by Liam Freishak. Strikes out about a half dozen, I believe. So overall, a very strong performance there by Oki. Joey Chestnut now in the game for the Vikings. And he gets a strike out of a stare, 1 away. One and 1 the count to Buzz Yellow. Has shown off some good patience, drawn 2 walks so far in this one. Fouls off that one. Plays off that pitch, 2-2. Oh my! Strike 3 called on the inside. I thought that was a ball. But what do I know? 2 away now here. Shiru Amiya had the heroic triple crown for a good chunk of the season, but lost it towards the last third as his bat went a little cold, and I believe homer runs beat him out in average by a few points. But and it was also tied with homer runs as well, but had the RBI lead by a fair amount. And he gets rung up there. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Last chance for some insurance for the Vikings, and it's 2-3-4 due up. High fly ball into left, tracking back just in front of the track is York for out number 1. Oh, tough dive there by Sly, and the runner will be safe. And here is Freishak having a day. Home run double and 2 runs on the board for the Vikings here tonight. But can't quite get that one over the head of a stair this time. That's caught for out number 2. Now bring up Amir Williams. 1 for 3 tonight. That stays fair, and Baca scoops it up, throws it down to first in time for round number 3. So Little Overdrafts need 1 to tie, and they've got 5, 6, 7 up to do it here. Brecken York having herself a nice day, 2 for 3 so far. First pitch strike on a slider. And that slider's in there, 0-2. Doesn't chase high. Swing and a miss. Chestnut with another strikeout there, 1 away. Up comes Lester PJ. Chestnut locked in, 4 strikeouts through 2 innings of relief. 1-1 the count. That one runs inside, and PJ will be aboard. So the tying run on board for the Overdrafts. Here comes Nico Botka. Has a fairly capable bat. The runner is going. The pitch high in the zone, but the tag not applied. And the tying run in scoring position now. Some decent speed on the runner. And a 2-0 count now for Botka. She fouls that one off. That one's inside, 3-1. And ball 4, 2 on now. The go-ahead run now on base. James Sly comes to the plate, and the pressure mounting for the Vikings. Chestnut struggling with the zone now. Swing and miss there from Sly. Pitch out there, 2-1 the count. 3-1 the count. Can't afford another walk here. Swing and a miss at what was going to be ball 4. Oh, James Sly, deep into right. That one is going to be gone. A 3-run shot for James Sly, and the Overdrafts now lead 4-2. And it all comes crumbling down for the Vikings. Chestnut now tense. And Ducateau puts a charge in this one into left. But Po Boy tracks it down for round number 2. Here comes Piston Illman. Chestnut will get pulled in favor of Annie Walker. Two and 2 to Ullman, 0 for 4 on the day. And looks like he will make it 0 for 5, but the Overdrafts do get 3 on the board now, take the lead, now 3 outs away themselves. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Vikings here. Shiro Mia gets pulled in favor of Lars Larson. Will take over defensively at third. Belfort starts things off with a strike. 1-2 to Po Boy. Changeup just misses outside. Strike 3 called on the fastball, and Po Boy is retired, 1 away. Blue Man Coon 0 for 3 and 10th stays in the game. Takes a first pitch strike on the curveball. That one misses low, 1-1. That one's in there, 1-2. This is wide. As does that full count. That will be fouled off. Strike 3 called! Holy cow, 2 away, Happy Gilmore. Last chance for the Vikings here. He's also 0 for 3 intense. Grounded to third, Larson off the hop. The throw in time for out number 3. And the overdrafts take one from the Vikings. Coming back from behind, 3 runs in the top of the ninth to win it, 4-2. A very bizarre game here in Shaka. 5 hits only tonight for the overdrafts. 2 from York, 1 from Baca, 1 from Hitchsocks, and then Sly blasting that one into the night. 11 strikeouts for the overdrafts. 7 hits for the Vikings, most of them in pairs. Kinnings, Freishak, and Po Boy, with the lingering one from Amir Williams. Win goes to D. Belford, and a metaphorical win goes to Oki. Doesn't get the real win, but did enough to get her team in position to do what they did. So good job from the rookie there. Loss goes to Joey Chestnut, 3 earned through 2 1/3. Couple of walks, 4 strikeouts. Hot Mike doesn't go very long, only 4 innings from him. Unearned run, 3 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. MVP goes to Liam Freishak, then James Sly, and then karaoke. Well, that's going to do it for week number 3. Thank you all for tuning in. Been a crazy, crazy week here in the SSBL. And week 4 just right around the corner. Don't forget to tune in to YouTube as we'll have week 3 of the minor leagues. So stay tuned for that. As for me, I'm Chicken Sandwich, and I'll see y'all next time, everyone. Have a good time.